Shall we pray? Father, to you belong the glory, the honor, the praise, the thanksgiving, and the worship for gathering us this afternoon for this congregation ceremony. We also thank you for allowing your Holy Spirit to come among us here and to guide the proceedings and bring it to a perfect end. This is our prayer and thanksgiving. In the name of Jesus Christ we pray. Amen.
The guest speaker for today's occasion, Mr. Martin and Son Benjamin, members of the Governing Council of GIMPA, Rector of GIMPA, visiting Vice Chancellors and members of the higher education fraternity here present, Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the Academic Board, members of Convocation, distinguished traditional rulers, GIMPA staff, GIMPA alumni, graduating students, members of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and warm welcome to the Green Hill, the cradle of excellence and pacesetters in human capital development. The Green Hill where we combine education and training to deliver our programs. The Green Hill where we aspire for self-reference, self-discipline, and self-knowledge. The Green Hill where our core values are excellence, distinctiveness, connectedness, and sustainability. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may be aware, congregation is an important academic tradition, and a solemn one for that matter. We therefore expect our graduates and our cherished invited guests to conduct themselves in a solemn manner as we commence proceedings. And we would like to entreat most respectfully that you all conduct yourself in a manner throughout the ceremony so that we'll have a very successful one. I'm Julius Atipi, the Secretary of the Institute. I'm privileged to be the MC for today's ceremony. May I, at this juncture, invite the Chairman of Council, Mr. Kofi Daku Asante, to constitute this assembly as the second session of the 19th congregation of the Institute for the purpose of admission to various master's degrees and award of prizes of the Institute to deserving graduating students of the School of Technology, the School of Public Service and Governance, and the Business School. Chairman, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. The distinguished guest speaker, colleagues, members of the faculty, parents, and families, I am happy to welcome all of you to the second session, as the Secretary of the Institute has said, the second session of the 19th congregation of this institute. We are here, as by law established, to do a very important thing. That is to say, we are here to confer degrees and maybe diplomas on deserving students, that is you. You've had years of serious studies. Now I'm talking about our graduates. And although it's been difficult, the point is you have made it. And may I, before I declare the session formally constituted, congratulate you on behalf of the Council. This year, as the Secretary has said, we're going to have 3 sessions for the 19th congregation. The first one, which we've had, was on 4th July. And usually lawyers always go first. So we did that for our lawyers, graduates of the Faculty of Law. I say this because there was a statutory requirement that before you are admitted to any law school here in Ghana, and especially here, you must present your certificate. So it is not because the rector is a lawyer, I'm a lawyer, that we did that. No, we had to do it as a statutory requirement. The second session is now, and it's being held for the master's degree graduates. And the third session will be tomorrow, July 27th. That will be for the bachelor's degree graduates. And we've done that for municipal reasons. Is to enable us to accommodate everybody, particularly parents and graduates, faculty members, so that we'll have time for everybody. Now, graduation ceremonies are special. I cannot overstate that. They are special occasions and they are unique days for graduates. They constitute the fruits of very hard work that you put in here over the years. Hard work, and they mark a significant achievement in your lives, and they also constitute an occasion for us to say that you've done well. And I want to appreciate particularly the parents, guardians, the spouses, family members, faculty staff, the faculty, without whom, in fact, you would not have had you wouldn't have your degrees. They have put the staff here, up there. And I want also to appreciate staff and all those who have supported our students who are graduating today. Your work and sacrifices have been well noted. Congregations also present us the opportunity to listen to the leadership of the Institute, in particular the rector, who might have something to say by way of a short report on some of the major developments of the Institute. And now, distinguished guest speaker, colleagues, I hardly say ladies and gentlemen, but I think I'll say it today. By the powers vested in me, by the GIMPA Act, I, Kofi Dakwa Sante, Chair of the Governing Council, do hereby declare this assembly duly constituted and has been constituted for the purpose of conferring master's degree and award of prizes to you, deserving students. Thank you.
The Chairman of Council, the guest speaker, deans, directors, members of convocation, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all other protocols duly observed. I have the singular honor of associating myself with the welcome and opening remarks of the Chairman of Council to this second session of congregation for this year. It is a congregation for the School of Research and Graduate Studies. And permit me, Mr. Chairman, to limit my brief remarks to those aspects that perhaps deal more directly with graduate studies. As a center of excellence, Mr. Chairman, we are endeavoring to be focused on graduate studies as an institute and on legal studies also. We will continue to have a strong undergraduate program, but given the history of this institute, it goes without saying that the adult learner, the one already in possession of a first degree, to pursue continuing graduate or legal education is what our focus or thrust is moving forward. In the course of the last year, we have endeavored to continue our tradition of strengthening academic excellence and improving upon the protocols for the delivery of our academic programs. Permit me to highlight a few of such notable developments. First, we have recently published, under the direction of Council, the Green Hill Journal on Governance and Leadership. It is expected through that medium to provide outlets for scholastic as well as practical papers touching on leadership, governance, and all of the developments and disciplines of this institute. The institute also has the quarterly public lecture series, a flagship program, which on a quarterly basis, rotational, we endeavor to invite eminent speakers to touch upon contemporary issues for national and international development. In the course of this academic year, 4 such lectures were held. Again, as an institute, we have maintained the tradition of the last 2 years of requiring our candidates who are promoted to the rank of professor to deliver their inaugural lectures in the course of the year, and this tradition has continued. To further strengthen graduate studies, the Institute has made available a huge chunk of its modest resources to complete a number of buildings. Right behind us or in front of us, as the case may be, depending on where we face, are 2 buildings that in the next month or 2 should be available for use. They are going to be dedicated for the use of the School of Research and Graduate Studies, complete with at least 20 lecture and seminar rooms, some 9 offices and counting, a lounge for student comfort, and being equipped with the latest technological gadgets to support teaching and learning and suitable furnishing. Of course, we are hoping that our master's students who are today getting their degree will either immediately or after a year or 2 return to this auspicious institution to pursue their doctoral programs. With that vote of confidence, we hope to see you sooner rather than later. We have also endeavored over the period to reorganize the delivery of our PhD programs, such that now the PhD program moving forward will have the 3-year track for those candidates who come with researched masters. And those who do not have a researched master's, they will have the opportunity of pursuing a 4-year track with a 1-year foundational course to make up a kind of top-up. It is important for us to appreciate that as we look forward to developing the exit characteristics or features of our students, for them to possess sound, detailed, rigorous, cutting knowledge in their disciplines, plus to complement it with critical thinking, presentation skills, and keyboarding skills, our students going out at all levels will find themselves immediately employable and immediately useful. We have also got in place programs, and we hope that coming January, a little before or a little after, we would get a doctorate program, PhD, in project management, as well as the Doctor of Management programs, a generic practice or proficiency-oriented doctoral programs. We are also working towards a number of one-year master's programs. I'm happy to observe that between the School of Research and Graduate Studies and with content being provided by the School of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, particularly the Department of Economics, a number of new programs are going to be introduced starting from coming September. The MSc in Economic Policy, the MSc in Financial Economics, and the MPhil in Economics. We cannot have a university dedicated to management and public administration where we do not have strong offerings in economics. And this has been remedied, so moving forward, we expect these 3 new programs to be delivered with others in tow. Those others in tow which we expect to deliver come January or shortly beyond that include several that the School of Research and Graduate Studies, working together with the School of Business, will be running. These are the Master of Accounting and Finance, Master of Natural Resource Accounting, Master of Human Resource Management, Master of Marketing, Master of Project Management, Master of Quality Management, Master of Supply Chain Management, and Master of Procurement and Construction Law. Let me emphasize that these programs that we've just mentioned are one-year master's programs, intense, rigorous, and rich. After 1 year of hard work, you leave with the masters. It is our hope that as you have experienced your period of study here, and as you are graduating today, you would leave with the contacts you made with your lecturers, with your colleagues, with others at the institute. You would cherish the memories. You would remain resolved and committed to give back to institute and to country, and that you'll go with the appreciation that lifelong learning is what you require. The institute has given you so much. The institute has not pretended to give you all. The institute has equipped you to find the rest for yourself. Congratulate you, and we wish you the best as we commit you into the hands of the Almighty. I wish you the very best, and once again, congratulations for well-deserved qualifications. God bless us all.
Mr. Martin Esom Benjamin studied at Opoku Wari Secondary School, Kumasi, and at the School of Administration, University of Ghana, from where he graduated in June 1972. In July 1972, he was employed at Kumasi Brewery Limited, KBL, a subsidiary of UAC of Ghana. In furtherance of his career, He was seconded to Sierra Leone Brewery Limited in November 1978 to April 1981, and subsequently transferred to Lever Brothers Ghana Limited in January 1982. From June 1989 to June 1991, he was on secondment to Nigerian Breweries PLC as General Brands Manager. He served as Marketing Director of Lever Brothers Division of Unilever. On his return to Ghana in August 1991, after 4 more years with Lever Brothers, he was appointed the first Ghanaian Managing Director and Board Chairman of Kumasi Brewery Limited in August 1995. He subsequently served as the Managing Director of Ghana Breweries Limited, GBL, when KBL acquired and merged with the Achimota Brewery Company in 1997. He ended his career with Ghana Breweries Limited in October 2001 and subsequently served as a non-executive chairman of the board of directors from 2001 to 2004. He was the CEO of Emprotech Ghana Foundation from June 2004 to April 2006, serving concurrently as a member of the Presidential Commission on Pensions 2004 to 2006, which he develops Ghana's 3-tier pension scheme. In November 2007, he was appointed Chief Executive Officer of the Millennium Development Authority, MIDA, to oversee the implementation of the US-funded US dollars 547 million Millennium Challenge Account Compact Program, a position he held until December 2014. In December 2017, he was recalled from retirement to manage the 536 million US dollar Power Compact as CEO of the Millennium Development Authority. Martin was honored by the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana as Marketing Man of the Year 1994 and made a Fellow of the Institute in 1998. He received the National Honor Officer of the Order of the Volta in 2008. He is the Chairman of Enterprise Insurance Company Limited and a member of the board of EcoBank Ghana Limited, CFAO Ghana Limited, and the Enterprise Group Limited. He served previously as chairman of the advisory board of the University of Ghana's College of Health Sciences, chairman of the board of GAFCO, chairman of Enterprise Properties Limited, and chairman of Multimedia Broadcasting Company Limited. He is the chief of the Nana Afodu Anan Unsona Ebusia of Elmina, under the stool name Nana Afodu Anan the Sixth. Martin worships in the Catholic Church and is married to Elizabeth and has 3 children. Ladies and gentlemen, may I respectfully invite Mr. Martin Eshon Benjamin, a very rich and experienced person, to deliver his address.
Chairman of the Governing Council, Director, Professor Philip Ebu Bonzi Simpson, members of convocation, parents, guardians, relatives, and friends of the graduates, members of the graduating class, friends of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes when you are before people with such high degrees and rest of it, you want to keep yours a little below the surface. And therefore, all what they said to me was still sitting on the first degree, because I never got the opportunity to do what you have done. And therefore, I must congratulate you for going out of your way to add a lot more to whatever you knew before. Congratulations. I think it's important to say that standing before you in Grey Hill, that's why we knew, GIMPA Grey Hill, is gratifying. It's an opportunity that's given me to speak to another batch of men and women graduating with master's degrees from GIMPA, the finishing school of those who oil the wheels of Ghana's progress. In many areas, in many professions, they are finishing schools. And sadly, that is what GIMPA is. So it's good that you are here this afternoon. I also congratulate your families for the sacrifice they've made towards your education. I'm hopeful that you will meet their expectations going forward. I also like to take this opportunity to congratulate GIMPA for the excellent job it has been doing over the years, turning out quality graduates for Ghana and the whole world. Your products have excelled wherever they find themselves, and it is pleasing to note that anytime you read the CV of many government appointees, you are likely to find that the person has spent some time with GIMPA. Today, about 400 students are graduating from various master's programs in GIMPA. By the logic of employment and in line with the mission of GIMPA, these are the resources who will find themselves working at various levels in the private sector, in the public sector, in NGOs in our country. I've no doubt in my mind that the dream of all the graduating students is to improve on and enhance their values and usefulness when they all return to their current jobs or get engaged in various sectors of the economy. The heartwarming part is my belief that all the graduates hold the view that knowledge maketh a nation, especially in this era of the knowledge economy. With the additional knowledge, each one of you must have had a universal outlook, and your personal aspirations must shift from the traditional, local, and often repeated ways of doing things to modern and more efficient operational arrangements, which will support a sustainable nation-building agenda. With a knowledge and skilled workforce, a knowledgeable and skilled workforce, and the abundance of natural resources, all working in Ghana's favor, we have the best potential to brighten our corner. As efforts intensify towards a diversified and robust economy, the potential for success is also very great. Through your collective and effective contributions, Ghana will be counted among the developed countries in other parts of the world in the not too distant future. My dear graduates, the discipline of learning is very demanding, particularly when you're getting a bit older. Like many of you here who have masters, I'm sure you did your first degrees so many years ago, so you are not young anymore. And therefore, learning becomes very demanding. But for some good reasons, you chose to go back to graduate school and to GIMPA. For that reason, I expect that the benefits that will come to you after this investment will be very significant. You've acquired fresh knowledge. You've polished up on what you already knew. You have learned from other people's experiences. Your self-confidence has soared. And from now on, you must not be counted among the ordinary people. I can imagine that you've already set your eyes on some values that influence your own, your institution, and your country's success henceforward. This is why I would like all of us to focus on the import of today's ceremony. These graduates from diverse backgrounds will surely manage some portions of our national assets,
in the public and private domains. Many of them have liberated themselves from the hardships and deprivations of their home communities and are now better exposed. Working alongside your many colleagues and mates, one expects you to appreciate the imminent competition. For that reason, you must be aiming to be open-minded, positively ambitious, and socially responsible, yearning to consistently improve yourself in order to lead others in whatever position you find yourself. You must feel better than or as good as your counterparts anywhere in the world, thanks to your further education. I presume that all the graduating classes may have their own views about the significant progress we ought to have made as a nation since independence. In many discourses, they may have been reminded of the lack of urgency, lack of discipline, poor accountability, and the low levels of transparency in our transactions at all levels of society. The positive sides of these constitute the major tools and essential elements in the leadership mix needed to convert our abundant resources into valuable socio-economic end products. The challenge to you will be your readiness and determination to take up the leadership mantle and to handle your leadership responsibility differently. My expectation is that graduate degree that you are taking away today sets the agenda and forms part of your vision to plan and excel tomorrow. A large measure of goodness must come out of you after here. If one person can change your institution, your department, or your company, then let it be you. My dear graduates, many are of the view that Ghana ought to have made significant progress in her development process than what we see today. What this means is that many of us have failed to use our good knowledge base to improve Ghana's competitiveness. See, these people, we have been lethargic, lacked aggression, been very wasteful, or have accepted mediocrity. Others who have made it elsewhere have focused on excellent vision. They have been audacious, competitive, disciplined, and determined to do everything in their power to make a difference. My dear graduates, for Ghana to win, you must not lose sight of the powerful effect of your collective positive contributions on your organization or enterprise culture and the way things are done in these businesses. Our business, institutions, communities need your inputs. Be responsive. Look at everything with an exploring mind. What opportunity does it offer? Who has done it already? How can we learn from them and do it better? Every step you take must add value and be beneficial to a society that has so many gaps to fill. We have all heard of the way the Asian tigers advanced economically within a short period. Lately, Rwanda is said to be making progress, appreciable progress, even after a terrible war. What have they gotten right? How are we going to help put Ghana in the same stead? Who must lead the charge? My personal observation is that there are many missing links in our efforts to create a better life for all. There are too many complaints about poor decisions or imperfections, poor leadership, poor service delivery, indiscipline, and poor moral and ethical values. There is selfish apathy and an uncaring spirit. We must ask these questions. Who are responsible for managing Ghana's success factors? In this, our educated people are key. Your education must give confidence and persuade you to try new things and avoid the negatives. While your knowledge may be very good, it will not make any impact if it's not studiously applied. Yes, resources may be available to facilitate and give life to your ideas. But this must not be the only criteria for success. We have seen Singapore and the rest that do not have many resources, but have leveraged on the knowledge of their people to transform their economies. My dear graduates, admittedly, it has not been doom and gloom in Ghana. We've made some positive strides and been successful in some activities. But we still have room for leaders who must go out to challenge the status quo and improve things. As you leave GIMPA, think of your own roles in leadership now and later in your life. Ask yourself, where are the fresh ideas we can borrow from? Demonstrate your capabilities. Too often, we leave the creative efforts to other people. This is an admission of our failure. We are graduates. We have master's degrees. We have PhDs. We have the same resources. We have even better resources than others. So why are we still where we are? So many people are graduating today, 400. In other places, another 1,000, another 5,000, another 10,000. Some 10 years experience, 5 years experience, 3 years experience. If you put that together, this country has millions of years of experience to turn things around. But to be honest with you, my heart bleeds because we're not making the quantum movements or whatever progress that we should make. So I put it to you, you are the salt of the earth. You have now lit your candles. You must not put the candles under the bushel. You must put it up for the whole world to see. As you sit here, you are as good as any graduate from any university anywhere. So be comparable. Challenge them. Use your background, the resources, to do better than they do. But too often, as I said, we leave the creative efforts for others. We cannot do it. This is an admission of our failure. Today's education must empower each one of you to emulate excellent ideas. We fail to believe in ourselves, and we can do it. You must have entrepreneurial instincts in you. This is born out of the inherent creativity, going back, repackaging existing ideas, rebranding your products, and some service delivery arrangements. Making money, building your own house, educating your children are all very good individual efforts. However, if the totality of these efforts do not translate into excellent service delivery or working institutions and profitable industries serving a happy people, then we have failed in our roles as educated persons. The abundance of resources, regular streams of grants, foreign direct investments, internally generated revenue that pour into our country every year pose a challenge to us. There is so much room for applying them in a poor country. We must apply them passionately for the common good. However, if these resources are wasted and fail to uplift our country or fail to focus on our vision on building a great country, then again, we have merely allowed our education to pass through us. Let me emphasize that our country today needs a large pool of persons who are honest nation builders, selfless and patriotic, and who sense that their country is lying low on the success league table and must be assisted to climb up and lead the competition. As you live here, you will be ushered into a tough competition comprising your peers. What will make you different is your knowledge, your eye for quality, and how you intend to apply your personal assets, such as your sense of discipline, time consciousness, propriety, your own personal integrity, and your disdain for inefficiency, corrupt and underhand deals. It is how you manage your God-given talents that will make you stand tall tall and be successful. So brighten your corner. Shun mediocrity. Think positively and passionately about Ghana. Think about the common good. Love your country and avoid practices that disallow our country from standing tall and being competitive. This is the imperative. This is your challenge. Whether you work on your own, in government, in politics, in the private sector, or wherever you find yourselves, let your knowledge speak for you. If they see that GIMPA, the pinnacle for higher education in management and public administration, has sown in you, does not grow and blossom into a mighty tree, then you have destroyed value. 62 years ago, the shackles of colonial rule were taken off the Gold Coast, and subsequently for many African countries. Ghana took over the management of her own fortunes and destiny. We were keen to plan, manage, and to administer our country and our resources ourselves. We made effort to strengthen our institutions, schools, colleges, universities, and populated our public organizations and institutions with our own educated folks, whose duty was to learn from, replicate, close gaps, and catch up with the pace of development in the country of our colonial masters. We have put in all these efforts, and the results are what we see today. If we have done well, you know. If not, whom do we blame for destroying value, other than our own knowledgeable people who have failed to leverage their strengths and have let the country down? Please, do not be one of them. Be different when you get back to work. In a world that has become very competitive, you must do well to change the conversation from with the small resources available, they could not do it, to we could do it with the small resources available, and the difference shows in our results, in the quality of our services, in the environment, and the faces of our people. My dear master's degree holders, on leaving GIMPA, you must showcase the determination to love and care for your homeland, Ghana. Fight for Ghana's success and benefit from it too, with all others. Be selfless, be a positive influence, a keen advocate of the change process. Do not sit on the fence. Above all, be a citizen and not a spectator. I wish you the best of luck, and may this major investment in this stage of your life yield dividends to the benefit of all of your good selves and the Ghanaian stakeholder. Congratulations, and may God bless you all. I thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Christopher Reeve said, so many of our dreams at first seem impossible, then they seem improbable, and then when we summon the will, they soon become inevitable. Mr. Chairman, the persons who will be presented have fulfilled the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Institute and have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the various degrees programs of the School of Technology of the Institute at the master's level. May I respectfully call upon Professor Betta Osei-Hwidie, the Dean of the School of Research and Graduate Studies, to present the graduates of the School of Technology for admission to the degree of Master of Philosophy in Management Information Systems, Master of Science in Management Information Systems, and Master of Science in Information and Communication Technology. Dean, Graduate, and Researcher.
Will the graduating students of the School of Technology please stand and remain standing? Mr. Chairman, I, Professor Betha Osei-Huidie, Dean of the School of Research and Graduate Studies, by the authority of the Act of Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, GIMPA, present to you the persons standing and those absent for sufficient cause and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the Master of Philosophy in Management Information Services Systems, Master of Science in Management Information Systems, and Master of Science in Information and Communication Technology degrees of the Institute.
By the powers conferred on me by the enabling acts of this institute, I admit those presented with the degrees due them. Memamo Aiho.
Master of Science in Information and Communication Technology, Benno Atrimde, David Eko Quanten, Derek Ofori Achia, Emmanuel Afote Odai, Felix Osei Labi, Georgina Nati, Ivan Quarte, Jacob Abe Anete, Joseph Aite, Joy Israel Ahmed, Louis Enchi, Moses Akoto Beyeman, Noble Kobla Kekeli, Notifafa, Samson Nikole Boche, Samuel Ameka Makte, Stephen Kojo Osei Wusu, Master of Science, Management Information Systems, Amweni Owusu Into, Benedicta Anna Asaba Kofi, Benjamin Elikem, Nohivoyo, Nofiho, Daniel Delali Koshi, Daniel Odam Boche, Daniel Opoku Mensa, Enyam Koku Agbojova, Francis Chemenu Sasa, Isaac Amwako Jan, Kwame Okwebi Asante Ofe, Leslie Aite Tete, Nicholas Tenye, Patience Enyonam Kwaku, Razak Tokosi Osman, Roger Lawrence, Rosemond Ekufu, Seth Ado Echekum, Sheila Ekwia Apia. Master of Philosophy in Management Information Systems, the only graduate, Harry Teche Menson. These are the graduates from the School of Technology. Thank you.
The Dean should now present the students of the School of Public Service and Governance. Dean.
Will the graduating students of the School of Public Service and Governance please stand and remain standing? Mr. Chairman, I, Professor Osei-Huidie, Dean of the School of Research and Graduate Studies, by the authority of the Act of Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, GIMPA, present to you the persons standing and those absent for sufficient cause and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the Executive Master of Governance and Leadership, Master of Governance and Leadership, Executive Master of Public Administration, Master of Public Administration, Masters in International Relations and Diplomacy, Master of Development Management, and Master of Philosophy in Development Finance degrees of the Institute.
Dean of the School of Research and Graduate Studies, by the powers conferred on me by the GIMPA Act those presented to the degrees due them. I go.
Executive Master of Governance and Leadership, Rex Insia Kusi, William Kwabena Pobi, Masters in International Relations and Diplomacy, Abigail Basiara Bentie, Ajua Asari Amwa, Alhaji Yusuf Ahmed, Anya Cornell, Anita Elikem Esi Akpakli, Audrey Admensa, Benedict Ahadi, Brady Soglu Namba, Brigita Sefa, Charity Esubontain, Deborah Carefree Akwoku Frimpong, Dixon Boating Denchi, Doris Asantina Ensa, Imajeba Bonsu, Etonam Hoga Akoho, Frank Oting Esiedu, Gabriel Apetu, Gifty Tina Mensa, Hanel Abalima, Adokta, Josephine Dochi, Kingsley Kojo, Kingsley David Kodo Nyani, Mami Esi Frimpong Ampofo, Makizito, Abdulimba, Melody Akosia Yabua, Michelle Adubofo, Nancy Ekusika Opon Mensa, Phoebe Ofori, Rosina Esinam Apia, Rudolph Wuni, Sebastian Bonona Buedi, Stephanie Irene Aseni, Stephen Nwanzu, Steve Esrifi Eboa, Vanessa Nana Dakwa Mwako, Vivian Emisa, Yalbefi Amwako Hine. Master of Development Management, Abutu Kapori, Cynthia Kuma, Cynthia Na Adwa Ade, Francis Menu, Gabriel Kwabena Edu Busu, Gloria Owusu Nenchi, Joyce Obenewa Dako, Kikeli Logo, Malina Mewena Adupa, Matilda Na Ashoko Ofe Akoto, Miriam Oyibesi, Mumuni Tijani, Norma Nipa, Patricia Akosia Ayefo, Richard Labi Esiedu, Samuela Adoyobo, Sheila Anita Sowate Intri, Vida Akwaku Awudi. Master of Governance and Leadership, Francis Kofi Yamwa, George Dankwa, Isaac Opoku, Kingsley Kwesi Kuma, Master of Public Administration, Abdul Latif Abdullahi, Adlek Aivo, Albert D. Late Ajay, Alberta Beatrice Odani, Ama Popia Sari, Barbara Ama Abnadodu, Ben Baba Abdul, Benjamin Agbenu, Cecilia Nana Mensua Epton, Cynthia Ekia Copson, Emmanuel Enin Kufuor, Emmanuel Apiedwewuku, Ernest Obeyin Boateng, Ernestina Ashom, Esther Emefa Afi Adzi, Esayaira Apreku, Felicia Abarade, Francis Odonko, Fred Asak Kisiedu, Frida Lebene Chawute, Gifty Owusu, Isaac Kojo Eisi Asare, Ishmael Hackman, Kafi Bozo, Kofi Joshua Jadi, Mary Amar, Mary Magdalene Bafo Eshon, Matilda Hine Abebio, Michael Buama, Nana Dazuamanfo, Nana Seibonsu, Pamela Esumen Yabua, Patricia Ofori Deborah Yao Afo. Master of Philosophy in Development Finance, Albert Aden Akanto Ganya, Aziz Ibrahim, Charles Glover, Emmanuel Adote Ado, Emmanuel Apia Amankwa Boateng, Godwill Atabuache, John Delano Eduezi, Justice Acheng, Ransford Ernest Asare, Ruben Jopong, Seth Arthur, Yusuf Isaka Jaja, Executive Master of Public Administration, Executive Master of Public Administration, Anita Ejay, Obed Kwame Ofori, Executive Master of Governance and Leadership, Rex Isiakusi, William Kwabnapobi. These are the graduates from the School of Public Service and Governance. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman, for admitting students to their respective degrees. Students, please resume your seats.
The Dean of Graduate Research and Graduate Studies to present the graduates of the Business School.
Will the graduating students of the Business School please stand and remain standing? Mr. Chairman. I, Professor Bethel Osei-Huidie, Dean of the School of Research and Graduate Studies, by the authority of the Act of Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, GIMPA, present to you the persons standing and those absent for sufficient cause and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the Executive Master of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration, Accounting and Taxation, Finance, Human Resource Management, Marketing, Project Management, and Supply Chain Options, and Master of Research in Business Administration, Finance, and Supply Chain Management Options, degrees of the Institute.
Dean of the School of Research and Graduate Studies, by the powers conferred on me by the Enabling Act of this institute, I admit all those presented and standing to the degrees due them.
Aiko.
Graduates from the business school. Executive Master of Business Administration, Adelaide Celeste Beckley. Derek Menu. Jonas Kubete. Lawrence Latte. Margaret Opoku Ajimai. Mary Magdalene Ohime. Michael Kuma Jenny. China Amaibichwa Ano. Victoria Loco. Master of Research in Business Administration Finance Option, Anthony Nanayao Ishraba. Dennis Akwoku. Edward Daniels. Jennifer Dazi. Nene Latte Adiko. Priscilla Germany. Master of Research and Management, Abdul Salam Kome. Pedro Akwama Ajay. Master of Research in Business Administration, Supply Chain Management Option, Laurentia Adolfo. Mercy Aban. Simon Koya Jr. Master of Business Administration, Accounting and Taxation Option, Amisari Fi Ikum. Benjamin Osei Enin. Caroline Kabuki Amenya. Christopher Amu Wilson. Deborah Shiba Soa. Dinah Young. Elizabeth Yawabedie. Emmanuel Wallace Senaya. Eunice Trepon Manso. Godfred Mensah. Harriet Nwako Mate. Jennifer Akoche. Joel Kakumila. Joseph Ajete. Kofi Asari Jan. Ida Ajua Hinewa Educhum Opoku. Margaret Okai. Prince Edusei Yabua. Priscilla Sapon. Sandra Ofosu. Sandra Tetenoti. Yvonne Edunkruma. These are the graduates graduating with the Master of Business Administration, Accounting and Taxation option. Master of Business Administration, Finance option. Abdul Majid Yogurt. Abigail Adai. Abishak Anita Arthur. Adolphine Saki. Adolph Amatevi. Albert Ej Ampofo. Alfred Tete. Entry Repu. Aisha Abubakar Atta. Belinda Mawi Esi Azar. Benjamin Eric Efriye. Bismarck Kodia. Boris Mate. Bridget Ejapon. Bright Kwesi Jokoto. Christiana Ejay. Christine Salali Atipo. Cynthia Mamle Nikoy. Daniel Edu Yabua. Daniel Bosso. Dede Laboki Ofer. Dennis Wagner Ayesu. Dominic Otu. Ebenezer Kese, Edith Kwaba Mensah, Harriet Ejema, Edmond Tete Kofi, Elaine Chumesi, Emmanuel Ejapong, Edmond Daniel Kofi, Emmanuel Kumaga, Emmanuel Kwame Amenume, Emmanuel Mate, Enoch Chevole Zoiku, Eric Chawe Nyazi, Eric Nkrumah, Erica Adai, Ernest Chikata, Esther Oforiwa Buedu, Eunice Dufie Berima, Faustina Ama Ado, Felix Della Hosu, Francis Yase Wam Amwako Nimako, Francis Kofi Otu, Frank Hayford, Frank John Taylor, Freddie Chebafo, George Sasu Afo, Gloria Tima Owusu, Gordon Kojo Atunyo, Grace Akofo, Harriet Frempong, Harriet Owusu-Ansah, Ibrahim Al-Hassan, Irene Ate, Isaac Labi, Jacqueline Osabute, James Achuk Barabu, Johanna Hazel, John Jampa Makin, Joshua Akpabli, Karen Annan, Kosa Abubakar, Kenneth Farouk Kafui Agbe, Kenneth Nuako, Pedro Amachi Ankoma, Kwame Chenchehini Amwa, Kwaku Obeng Ankoma, Kwesi Ajari Osebosu, Lebe Nefiati, Lord Duke Hudson, Lydia Safwa Frempong, Rebel Wea, Malcolm Buahni Pinto, Maria Konedu Boateng, Maria Madauda, Mashoud Sule, Michael Ejem Mensah, Michael Buedi, Molly Agomeda, Moses Ayosaka, Nancy Pencil, Ni Nate Azina Nate, Nuatete Tokoli, Oxford Divine Article, Patience Afi Abito, Pius Intifo, Prince Edu, Ruben Dani Dana, Rita Edujemfi, Ruth Sula, Sani Abdullahi, Samira Osman, Samson Jabbar, Samuel Avonyo, Samuel Lolo Faji, Sandra Abna Sewa Arthur, Sarah Anyemi, Sarah Nelson, Seidu Ibrahim, Sairam Agbayito, Stephen Awini Ayabili, Stephen Owusu Akoto, Sophia Boateyado, Sylvia Latte, Tete Mama Akita, Theophilus Kweku Abuaje, Vera Nantechi, William Asamoah, Winifred Afraniwa Apia, Yawa Agbe, Zaidu Ibrahim, Zeretu Mohammed. These are the graduates graduating Master of Business Administration Finance option. Master of Business Administration, Human Resource Management. Abena Ejewa Obesi Entry, Abigail Ajika, Amina Abubakar, Anita Boateng, Anita Donko, Annabel Asantua Abua, Annalise Sasu Buama, Rita Eya, Barbara Buadbe, Christiana Annan, Clement Agbolo, Cynthia Yabua Jani, Delphine Jetwa, Doreen Akwaku, Doreen Afo Brown, Doreen Esther Abuaje, Dorothy Nanote Nole Note, Elena Adaku Hammond, Ekua Amwaba Amwa, Elizabeth Aite Okain, Emilia Ahulu, Emmanuel Nana Ewuku Asare, Emmanuel Robert Insifo, Emmanuel Tete Afle, Esther Pokua Apple, Felodi Ajimamenu, Francis Kabia, Gifty Entry, Gifty Maufema Motego, Hannah Ofori Ama, Hope Dogbe, Howard Ya, Nanevi, Arin Efuakujo, Jacinta Amafo, Justice Kane Amafo Esel, Maria Nancy Williams, Mark Arthur, Magni, Sheila Amankwa Ajimai, Thelma Ej Mensa, Theodora, Dede Amano, Vivian Yasmin Afifa, Winifred Esilfi. These are the graduates graduating with Master of Business Administration, Human Resource Management option. Master of Business Administration, Marketing option. Adeti Akosia MFA, Alfred Achuk Konzro, Amwaku Juliet Owusu, Barbara Nana Walker, Bentum Bridget Boche, Bernard Yabuama, Charles Eric Nelson Yabua, Cleophas Atto, Coleman Kluche, Constance Phyllis Putik, Cynthia Eima Ado, Dorcas Okan, Edith Kokale Ashini Koi, Equia Achiamba Kumsen, Francis Ewa, Fred Bafo Akomia, Georgette Asantua Siedu, Gloria Sewa Dapa, Grace Esubonting, Henson Sowato, Irene Amamensa, Isaac Mensa, Joseph Edward Mensa, Joyce Waja, Joyce Lelabi, Kwesi Owusu, Ofosu Chenkrine, Linda Kese, Mary Ann Dowler, Mildred Frimpong, Nassim Caridad Costa Diaz Gomez, Ni Adom Ashon, Olivia Sewa Abebio, Patience Isia, Praise Elvis Amwako, Regina Kumsen, Regina Kudomo, Richard John Eshon, Rosemary Amalfo, Ruth Obemensa, Sandra Ati, Sandra Nano, Sheila Amwako Ankra, Stella Yabua Asamwa, Vanessa Sewa Gredu, Victoria Della Bausi, Yvette Elom Adololo, Yvonne Farida Kito. These are the graduates graduating Master of Business Administration Marketing option, Master of Business Administration Project Management. Eje Danso Buahini, Afro Amankwa Akomia, Eje Lancelot Amwako, Akotia Abuaje, Albert Sechibaso, Alberta Odonko, Alex Kwesi Blanksimua, Alexander Jedu, Alfred Jr. Edusei, Andrew Ama Adom, Andrew Ewa, Andrew Kofitan, Baba Karim, Benjamin Eugene Amagache, Benjamin Kwame Ahunu, Benjamin Chachu Kosina, Barima Osei Apia Kubi, Bryce Senya Gadobe, Catherine Opoku Ampofo, Catherine Opoku Ampoma, Celestina Na Ayoko Krepi, Charles Akoto Ofori, Clement Adanse, Constance Clara Anani, Cynthia Rodai Ablodipe, Daniel Junior Sapon, Derek Wolasi Atiawu, Dinah Kakanu, Dixon Ajmayamua, Dixon Nyako Omare, Doreen Afi, Dorinda Potaki, Edna Che, Edward Amponsa, Emmanuel Kwesi Robson, Emmanuel Tano Jeche, Evans Jabin, Evelyn Sewa Usu, Erabna Rufio, and Ezekiel Kafi Kompe, Francis Atombo Botre, Frank Kofi Buache, Frank Yabua Esiama, Fred Awukubudu Samoa, Gibson Nancy Hoka, Grace Agbakpe, Henry Adote Alote, Henry Esilfi, Irene Edna Korte, Isaac Ephraim Oko, Isaac Kwabena Ajamai, Jacqueline Bima Ewa, Jeffrey Tete Obose Tete, Gillian Nakwanswa Otu, Joseph Amwakoyog, Joseph Samuel Hatchful, Josephine Asari Jr., Joshua Robert Asari, Justice Anthony, Justine Kwame Gredu, Kennedy Eje Jambibi, Kevin Owusu Asehine, Pamna Asari Gabo, Kweku Etia Anakwa, Linda Foyeje Achampong, Lovia Apia, Marianne Antonia Mensa, Marianne Baba Sapong, Marjorie Nana Makwati, Mark Edu Oche, Mark Osei Oche, Martin Dasu Esuman, Martina Swena, Mary Consolata Sewa Yente, Mary Magdalene Jibil, Mavis Afute, Michael Eje Laye, Michael Kweku Ewa, Nana Abena Somwa, Nana Baswa Sapong, Nana Kofi Osei, Nathaniel Ankama Dansei, Ophelia Osei Kunedu, Otis Amwabe Nketia, Pa Kwesi Nyaku Ellis, Paulina Hinewa Chumesi, P. Sherry Awokumaku, Philip Lord Apia, Philip Robert Anderson, Praise Ajamine, Ransford Boate Nyako, Raymond Kojo Adabo, Rachel Dabo, Ricky Apia, Rita Ninton, Rosina Asari, Ruth Odi Texan, Samuel Soli Kumawa, Samuel Enchi Opoku, Sandra Ellis, Sarah Ewa, Selasi Atriki, Sheila Owusu, Suzanne Tony, Sylvia Yairafio, Theodore Tello Nelson, Thomas Salifu Indieko, Timi Musa, Vera Owusu-Tre, Vincent Bediako, Wakeford Wisdom Akwaku, Wendy Nixon Akotia, William Edward Osai Ado, Wisdom Gadri, Dara, Yvonne Nimbe Yobo. These are the graduates graduating with a Master of Business Administration Project Management option. Master of Business Administration, Supply Chain Management. Efua Nyako Asare, Angelita Giba, Cynthia Nana Manyako, Dasron Mame Odia, The Graft, Edem Ato Agbodo, Edith Wie Patete, Emmanuel Kwe, Enoch Ejekum, Enes Jamposu, Gabriel Osei Tutu, George Yentumi Mensa, Henrietta Esinam Same, Isaac Jedu Amanda, Isaac Nana Amwa, Joan Atta, Joseph Ayite Tete, John Frederick Dazi, Josephine Jinapo, Kezia Jeanette Esiawo Nam Nutokwi, Pedro Asari Fefo, Party Infum Sechiama, Lawrence Festus Shandorf, Mercy Ouswa Adai Donko, Millicent Intifua Menta, Mohammed Abdallah, Ni Ablade Norte, Osman Yakubu, Rita Akofa Muse, Rosalind Ofori Menta, Rosina Na Afokokwe, Someone Oseye Siama, Stella Ofebi Amwako, Susanna Bruce, Sylvia Cranston, Teddy Salom, Adafia. These are the graduates graduating with the various qualifications from the business school. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for admitting students to their respective degrees. Students, please resume your seats. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May all the graduates stand. All the graduates or the graduates. Now that you have been admitted to your respective degrees, can you now move the tassel of your cap from the right to the left. Congratulations. May we be seated. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I present the graduates who have excelled for the award of prizes, and I have the honor to respectfully invite the Chairman of Council to be assisted by the our guest of honor, our guest speaker, and director to present the awards. The best student of the School of Technology, Mr. Daniel Opoku Mensah. He has a cumulative grade point average of 3.68 on a scale of 4. You can climb, yeah. Best Student, School of Public Service and Governance, Ms. Vanessa Nana Dakwa Amwako. She graduated with a master's in international relations and diplomacy. She has a cumulative grade point average of 3.83 on a scale of 4. Best Student, Business School, Mr. Dennis Radna Ayesu. MBA Finance option with a scale of cumulative grade point average of 3.84 on a scale of 4. The Institute's award to the overall best student of the graduating students for 2019 goes to Mr. Dennis Rena Ayensu. Mr. Radna Dennis Ayesu hails from Enum in the eastern region of Ghana. He was born to Mr. and Mrs. Samuel Otri Ayesu and has 4 siblings. He is married to Mrs. Gifty Ayesu. He had his basic education at Barnes Memorial Institute, Newtown, Accra. He attended Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, Legon. Ratner holds a Bachelor of Science in Animal Biology and Conservation Science. Ratner is a physics teacher at East Airport International School, East Airport, Accra. He aspires to be an investment banker and a minister of the gospel. He is a staunch member of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, Covenant Congregation, Jowulu, Accra. Here at GIMPA, he pursued a Master of Business Administration with specialization in finance. He is graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 3.84 as the top of the 2019 class of graduating master's students.
The Chairman and members of the GIMPA Governing Council, the Rector, the Deputy Rector, the Registrar, our distinguished guest speaker, Deans, faculty and staff of our honorable institution, invited guests, colleagues of the graduating class of 2019, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is an honor to be invited to give a valedictory speech on behalf of colleagues with whom I have established good relationships over the past 2 years of study under the tutelage of the hardworking lecturers and supporting staff of GIMPA. The graduation story commenced about 2 years ago when we were issued letters of admission to pursue master's programs in this institution. The journey was as lengthy as a student would navigate his way on foot from the main gate to our lecture halls. As the days went by and academic work posed a challenge to us, we yearned for a catalytic pathway to enable us attain this accomplishment. Eventually, we have come to our final destination. To the Lord Almighty, we say, Ebenezer, thus far the Lord has brought us. I wish to take this opportunity to extend our gratitude to the leadership and all other stakeholders of our beloved institution for creating a congenial atmosphere for academic work. There are many platforms for pursuing graduate programs in Ghana. However, the services provided by GIMPA to each student is unique. At GIMPA, there is always someone sitting adjacent to you in class to extend a hand of assistance in different phases of psychological, social, and economic lives when the need arises. Such is the extent of connectivity the GIMPA platform creates for all students of the institution. This platform is not about remaining competitive by obtaining the best possible grades in examinations, but availing yourself to derive the optimum benefit of networking. There are many professionals from whom to obtain counsel in times of difficulties. In this vein, the GIMPA student is always a step ahead of his or her cohorts in other institutions. I hope my colleagues will agree with the fact that postgraduate studies in GIMPA is very rigorous. The mere mention of tests and presentations was news enough to cause our nerves to strain. The weekend group discussions were a burden to us. We often came to a consensus in spite of diversity of opinions on a subject matter. That little clue that could establish the status quo as far as answering a question is concerned was often hard to find. We cannot forget the numerous deadlines we had to present individual and group assignments. Such is the training that we will take with us to our homes, the industry, and the world at large. This accomplishment could not have been successful without the support of some institutions and individuals who have helped in diverse ways to facilitate the completion of the program. I wish to single out all companies that opened their doors for us to do our project works with them. I also commend all institutions in the West African sub-region that sponsored their officers and also granted them leave of absence to be able to enroll on the various postgraduate programs at GIMPA. To our families, I can predict your investment in our education will definitely have a positive NPV. I want to say thank you to all lecturers for their patience in guiding us to meet the standards that define excellence. I crave your indulgence to extend our appreciation to all lecturers of GIMPA. Our experiences in GIMPA have largely been transformative. We owe this to all of you. We will definitely not forget your ways of motivating students. As we leave the walls of this great institution, let us remember that we have established a kind of equilibrium with GIMPA. GIMPA is a part of us, and we are a part of GIMPA. I humbly advocate that we conduct ourselves in a manner that will make us distinct from colleagues of other institutions. GIMPA will be judged according to every word that comes out of our lips. The management of the economy of Ghana is in our hands, and we cannot afford to disappoint the citizenry. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2019. May God bless us all, and may God bless my GIMPA, your GIMPA, and our GIMPA. Thank you.
And on this note, may I respectfully invite the Chairman of Council to dissolve congregation.
I'm dissolving, and in dissolving, I want to make two small points. I used to sing alto when I was a choir boy at Kwabi. Now my voice is contralto or something. Otherwise, I would have sung congratulations. Now, you may remember the rector referred to municipal problems that we have, in particular physical development. He referred to the building standing before me and at your back. We here, through management of the little resources that we have been able to put up those classrooms. And I'm addressing this particular request to our distinguished guest of honor. I didn't know that he was the chair of the Enterprise Insurance Company. I do know from my reading that the people who make money are not only the bankers, but particularly the insurers. They do make money through good management because people like us, and I have insurance for 3 cars, we don't usually have accidents. And since we don't have accidents, they give us something they call non-claim bonus, which is in fact nothing, as compared with the premium that I've paid for my BMW 7 Series. So, Martin, I am speaking to you, but since I have to speak through the mic, my back is to you, but let me see your face. I'm making a special request, if I may, that you may seriously consider helping this institute. We're about to start using those rooms, but when the rector showed me something this morning, we have to equip the place. And if it is possible, I want to use the rooms by September, October. And if, as a first gesture, you have the first meeting from here of the Enterprise Corporation and say that you are going to foot the bill for furnishing the premises, that will consider the first gesture, and the relationship between GIMPA and your enterprise will forever be cemented. If you were to do this, I can promise you, and I can sell it to council, that there will be a plaque specially indicating that these premises, these lecture rooms, were equipped and furnished by Enterprise Insurance Corporation. Now, I have the duty of dissolving this assembly, but I think that let me just sum up what Martin has told you. What you have gone through is an investment, and he used the word investment. It's an investment in your future. It's the kind of investment that gives you economic power, in the sense that you'll be earning more than I do. That is part of the investment. The part of the investment is that you have now a better social standing. Your credentials are probably the best. I was trying to get from Ghana Census our tertiary education, what I call higher education and higher learning. How many graduates does this country have in terms of population? They couldn't give me, and somebody who knew me said, no, he wants figures so that he can use. But I can quote to you the figures of the rich club of countries, the OECD, the Organizations for Economic Development, and so on. Those are the rich people, the Nordic countries, including Britain, Germany, and so on. And I read last night that for graduate studies, they are not more than 45% of population. And if for developed countries, graduate studies don't measure to 45%, a little bit shave points here and there, about 40, not quite 50%, then it means that here in Ghana, we are rather below. I think an educated guess might be 10, 15%. The point I'm making is this. You are therefore, you belong to that privileged class of people. I like use words that I can defend. You belong to the elite, not elitist. There's a difference between elite and elitism or elitists. You belong to the elite in the sense that you belong to the leadership. The leaders of the country, you are now the leaders. And as for leadership, you've done management and so on, so I don't need to talk too much about leadership. But anywhere you go from tomorrow, you have to show leadership. And you have to show, above all, that you have come here. You have come to Green Hill. When we came here in the early 60s, from Legon, you come here. If you want to do academic work, then you go to Yale. We didn't want to do it. We wanted to join the place. So you come here, and they teach you even how to write a memo. Now, gradually, you are a university. You are pursuing higher education, higher learning, higher research. And I think that you must count yourself as part of the privileged few. And therefore, you must show leadership. That is the only thing that I can leave you with. And I must congratulate you on behalf of Council for this achievement and say Ayiko again.
Chairman,
So Ayiko.
we'll pause a little and then present the
Now,
package to the guest speaker.
Before I dissolve, which is a statutory thing, before I dissolve the assembly, we have a little gift. It's not a Bible. We have a little gift for our distinguished special guest. And I want, Secretary, come and help the old man. I want to present this gift to the special guest. Now, with your permission, we would unwrap it, then I'll hold it myself, give the thing to him in the confident expectation that come September, he would make sure that the enterprise company would furnish that place. Wow. So here. Yeah. Good. Right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Right. He says he won't speak again. And what I've said, he has heard. He has heard. And now, distinguished special guests, faculty, fellow students, parents, special invitees, I thank you very much on behalf of Council for coming and making this ceremony a success. And I have the duty now, by the powers conferred on me by the GIMPA Act, I have the duty to dissolve the second session of the 19th congregation. May God bless you. Thank you.
Father, we thank you once more for being faithful to us and bringing this ceremony to a perfect end. And as we depart from this place, we ask for your grace to travel back to our homes. May your grace be with them as they go there and come back safely. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.